Hey guys, Xain StarCraft here, bringing you my first commentary on Shakira's Plateau. This is a game that I played. Let's go ahead and get it started. This is my first commentary. Just a little bit about myself as I get this game on the way. I've been in the StarCraft scene since Brood War. Played it when I was a kid, mostly custom games as I was a little kid. And then expanded to StarCraft. I was in StarCraft beta. I am a gold player. What I'm kind of trying to do with this channel is kind of just a tutorial type channel. My games, friends of my games, stuff like that. So I'm bringing you this commentary as my first one. This will be a Zerg versus Zerg on Shakira's Plateau. I had a little bit of a hiatus. I play mostly with friends, but this is my first 1v1 coming back. So I'm a little bit rusty and my build order is a little bit out of whack. But in the bottom left position, you see me as Sniper Leader. It's been a name that I have for a while. Planning on changing that to Xain StarCraft at some point. But in the top right hand position, we got Twinkletoes. Zerg player, like I said, we're in the gold division, and I'm going to be doing kind of like tutorials with this. So nothing really much. Going for a 13 hatch at the moment. As we see, builds are a little bit varied. I tried to take out that drone right there, but didn't really work very well. He goes ahead and gas steals me. I had no idea why he would gas steal me. I don't even have my pull on the way yet, but he went ahead and tried to steal my gas, and then he does some weird stuff, as you'll see here in a second. Back up in his base, he does have a pull and a quick gas, probably going for Zergling speed at the moment. I forget to put down my hatchery at this point, or my spawning pool at this point. Which to me, I was face palming pretty much throughout this whole game. But I go ahead and throw the hatchery down. Income wise, we're looking. He has a couple more harvesters than I do, probably because I really don't have even my queen started yet. I mean, my pool's not even halfway done yet, and his queen just now is almost done. So I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to win this game. And then he tries to throw down a spine crawler. I could barely see that in my line of vision right there. I could barely see that. And then he tries to put one here. I guess at this point, I'm assuming he's going to do some kind of Zergling run by or something like that. So I have this drone right here, and I see these Zerglings coming, and I instantly know I'm going to have to do something. So I go ahead and start throwing this down. I knew he was going to cancel it, and then I instantly throw down a bunch of spine crawlers. At this point, he's really just wasting money. Is pretty much what you're looking at this point. Harvester count, he hasn't made any more drones. I'm up by 2, even though I've put down 3 spine crawlers. So he's a little bit behind. And then I see these 4 Zerglings coming up. At this point, what you can do is pull off your drones. You want to try to get the surround. That's what I try to do here. He kind of tries to dodge around, and at this point, that's kind of your only choice. There is some Zerglings up over here. They didn't really do much. Obviously, the spine crawlers got them. I got that surround right there, and was able to take that initial Zergling attack. I have this drone still right here, so I know that he's not going to put any more pressure on. My scouting really wasn't the best in this. And going to my view here in a second, really can't. I really don't see this. I don't see this Roach Warden yet. So, but I just saw him because I saw that. I did not see that expansion though, so I was assuming some type of roach presser or something like that, but I could not see that. I could not see that hatchery going on there. So I was assuming some roach pressure. That's why I threw down this extra one. Really, you want to have your overlords in a spot where you can see any kind of expansion. On Shakira's Plateau, usually right in this area back in here is usually a good spot to put those overlords, just so you can see those expansions. But pretty much from now on it's just a macro fest. I went ahead and got a Roach Warden just in case, just to keep the roach pressure, any type of roach pressure I could kind of defend against. With these spine crawlers I should be fine, but my hatchery is a little bit in front of his, so, and he's ahead in harvesters though, but I currently have the production tab doesn't really show much at the moment, but I'm assuming some type of pressure. I moved my spine crawlers up a little bit so he can't poke as much up the ramp, but I still have a little gap in here to get out. Really what I should be sending out is, like I said, you want map control, so you want to move these zerglings out to a spot. These watchtowers are good, as well as just sending one out to poke up here. Have them sit outside. That's a great idea to have these sitting outside just for pressure. I'm going ahead and taking all my gases at once, just to catch up in the gas type game. I had my gas for a little bit just in case if I needed any roaches or anything like that. I had some gas saved up to go ahead and get that. What I'm thinking right now is I'm going to lose in the roach game, so I'm just going to try to macro as hard as I can. My expansion's ahead of his. I have gotta learn these hotkeys here. I'm up, or he's still up in harvesters. Really, like I said, I was playing really poorly this game, but injects are looking pretty good. I don't hotkey very much. That's something I'm needing to work on, but having your hatcheries on one hotkey and your queens on another is usually what I do, just to keep those injects up and running. So yeah, it's pretty much just a macro heavy type game right now. And this is, I finally use those two zerglings for at least something, and move them out to the watchtower, as well as poking up in his base, seeing if he's expanded. I end up seeing that creep right there, so I know, I see that creep right in here, so I know the way that creep is right there, that he's most likely expanded. And that's when I move my overlord right here up behind his base. So right now we're looking at, I went ahead and got my lair, just because I wanted to get, I wanted to go ahead and get mutas, thus why my money is soaring so high at the moment. I saw him going heavy roaches when I poked up there with that zergling, so I instantly thought he was going to go hard into roaches. I didn't think that at this point, really standard build would be Roach Infester. That's what ZVZs are nowadays. But since I'm macroing so hard, I'm a good 7 turns ahead of him. I went ahead and threw down an extra expansion, as well as throwing down any type of counter to what he's going. He does scout. He does scout my Spire. Right about here, he did have a zergling. I remember this from in game. He does have this overseer flying around, and he was able to throw down a changeling to see that Spire. So he's preparing with multiple spore crawlers around his base. Kind of went overkill on the spore crawlers. I mean, maybe 2. This far in the game, but there's 5. There's 1,000 minerals worth of spore crawlers right there, so going a little bit overkill on the spore crawlers there. I do have 12 mutas. Pretty sure that's 12. 13 mutas on the way. Going to try to do some harassment. I knew he saw it, so I wasn't really that worried about it, but I did not think in festers at this point. Then festers, I wanted to pick off one, but he gets a nice fungal growth on that. Picking off one right there. Just trying to scout around, pick off this queen. But he has burrow also. He was able to get another. So that's 2. That's 3 mutalisks as he's picked off. So 3 Mutalisks for a queen and a couple of infestors, and then I just moved over there. So that I guess that was an even trade.